Hello and welcome to a very hungry edition of the Baron's Game Room. Today we'll be talking about Churrascaria, a cutthroat game of gluttony. Churrascaria is a game made by our friends over at Absurdist Productions, designed by our friend David Thomas, and it is a card game for 2 to 6 players, for ages 10 and up, and plays in at least 30 minutes. In Churrascaria, you and your friends are out to eat at a delicious Brazilian steakhouse, and the point of the game is to be the player that gets to eat the most meat. Your setup gives each player a reference card, a food request token, 1 frango, and 1 salada. Also be sure to deal every player 4 cards from the action deck. Each player can take 2 actions per turn in any order. You can flip a food request token, yours or your opponent's. You want it green so you can get more food. You can also eat 1 item on your plate. Each player has 4 slots on their plate for food, and a slot for a drink to wash it all down. Meat cards will earn you points, and sometimes will have special effects when eaten. Don't be a fool and fill up on sides and dessert. To eat a card, simply take it, flip it face down, and put it next to your plate. This is your stomach. You can also play an action card from your hand, or discard any cards from your hand you don't want and draw that many back from the deck. Reactions are played in response to other players' actions. At the end of the turn, draw back up to your max hand size of 4 cards. Watch out for these cards and make sure they never enter your hand. Also at the end of the turn, if your food request token is green, make sure you add a new food item to your plate. Once the very last food item has been drawn, you begin the final round. Everyone then has one last turn, including the player that drew the last card. At the end of the game, add up your score from all the contents of your stomach. Obviously, the highest score wins. So this game's pretty simple to learn, but it does have opportunity for some big combos and strategies. I also want to take a second to just talk about how much I love the art for this game. I cannot play this game without getting hungry every time. And the cards even include descriptions of the dish. That's flavor text. We gotta flash the credits on this one, because a lot of these guys are good friends of ours. Fun fact, while working on the game, the artist was actually a practicing vegetarian and reportedly had nightmares about meat. All bias aside, this is really a great game with some great art. And Churrascaria is Baron approved.